What's happening, guys? So a couple months ago I actually did a video going over all the content that we'll be getting in 2019 for Blade & Soul. It's been a couple months and now I have more information on the rest of the content we'll get for the last 4 months of Blade & Soul for 2019. I want to make kind of like an updated video of that last one to go over some more information with you guys. Keep in mind some of the content that I'm going over is speculation and some of it isn't a confirmed date, so some things could be changed, but over the course of playing this game for so many years, you kind of get used to their schedule of what they put out. They kind of have a format of what they do every single year. So I definitely can give you guys a good idea on what to expect for these last 4 months. First thing we'll talk about is what's going to be coming in September. Now, the biggest thing that's going to be happening is, of course, a brand new class called the Archer. And in the June producer letter that they put out, they actually confirmed it will be coming in September. So this is a confirmed thing, and it's not really a surprise because for the past couple years, they've been putting the classes out in September. Hence the Warden, the Gunslinger, all of them came out in September. It's just the format they do, where in Korea, they get the new class in June. A couple months later, we get it translated into North America and Europe. And the Archer class definitely has a lot of hype. It is more difficult than the majority of the classes. It's going to be very, very ping reliant, which really is a surprise because every class in this game is ping reliant, but more so than others. And then also it's going to be more difficult in the terms that you actually have to aim your abilities. There's not too many skills that you have that auto lock onto targets, so you'll actually have to pay attention and aim your attacks correctly, because if you don't, you'll probably miss the target and lose out on an insane amount of DPS. The Archer class will also have Alpha Call, so now we have 2 classes with that, the Archer and the Gunslinger. Overall, the Archer class is something a lot of people have been hyped about because it's kind of like the typical MMORPG class for ranged DPS dealers. A lot of people were kind of wondering when they put out the Gunslinger class 2 years ago, why they would put out a class with guns before they would put out a class with bow and arrows. It was kind of a weird format that they're doing, but now we're finally getting the Archer class. I'm definitely hyped to check it out. I don't know if I'll actually main it, but I think it's something I'll at least play and level up for you guys and maybe make some more videos off that. If you want to learn more about the upcoming new class, I will leave a link in the description you can check out. It's from yours truly. I did kind of like an Archer overview going over all the skills and abilities and how the class will work in PvE and PvP. So if you want to learn more, check that out. Definitely will help you and you'll be more prepared. Besides the new class, we will be getting the Fall Treasure Trove. This is definitely not a surprise. Every single year we've gotten the Fall Trove in September. It makes total sense from NCSoft's end because they have a brand new class coming out. Gonna have a bunch of new players checking out the game. A bunch of people are going to be rolling to the Archer for their new main character, so we're going to be willing to spend a ton of money on the Trove, and that's why they always do it in September with the new class. But if you're one of the many people that's been asking, when's the Fall Trove, where's the Fall Trove, that I see on the Reddit and the forums every day, yes, it will be here in September. So, you know, if you're willing to spend a ton of money, get your wallet ready and get ready to gear up your Archer very quick with the Trove. Now, after the big September update, we go into the October update, which has ideally always been a small type of event, a small patch. We usually get some type of Halloween event, might have the Merchant Wonders, we've had that a couple years, gives the Halloween costumes that they have every year and usually a couple of new ones. Honestly, the last year Halloween event was really bad. It was one of the worst events they've ever put out. It was super lackluster. The rewards were not very good. The event itself was pretty boring. You had to go back to the ruins area. They tried to like rehash an old area to go back to for the event. It wasn't fun at all. They also had 2 event currencies you had to earn, which made it even more annoying. They had 2 different coins. It wasn't fun. It was a very bad designed event, and hopefully they'll go back to kind of like the Merchant Wonders idea, or maybe just make it better. I'm hoping for a very simple event to give us ways to get a bunch of Sacred Vials, get some costumes. Really, this patch is not going to be a big one, so for October, definitely don't think of anything huge. Honestly, really the only thing to be hyped about is maybe you want some type of costume you weren't playing last year. In October, you can get like the Halloween hat or the Jack-o'-lantern hat, but this is not going to be a really big update by any means. Now next we get into November, and with November we have the Golden Harvest Festival event. It might be called something different this year, but for the past couple years it's been the Golden Harvest Festival. Honestly, this is kind of like a Thanksgiving themed event. They have a bunch of different various costumes that are Thanksgiving themed. They even have like a food type event where you have like Thanksgiving dinner and forts and everything, like a dining table. And major throwback, look at this video with my gear, freaking crazy. This was like 2 years ago. The original Golden Harvest Festival event was easily one of the top 3 best events they've ever put out in Blade & Soul history. Gave so many great materials, gave so much gold. I remember I made a couple thousand off the marketplace selling all the materials you would get. Got a bunch of sacred oils from it. I don't think they had Sacred Vials back then, can't really remember. And so they put out another one of it in the last year, and unfortunately that one was kind of like a rehashed version of it, but it wasn't as good. They actually butchered it and made it way less rewarding, and a lot of people were very upset about that, myself included. Hopefully they go back to the original format and give the players the Thanksgiving event that they really loved. Besides the Thanksgiving themed event, we might be getting this brand new dungeon from Korea. This is more speculation because it might be coming out in December. December and November, we'll definitely be getting it. This is the new Korea dungeon. It's been out in Korea for a couple months now. And this dungeon apparently gives a brand new bracelet, which will be the best in slot bracelet for all the classes. This is one you definitely want to farm for, do your 100 runs and buy it that way, because if it drops from the dungeon, I can expect whales to spend thousands, probably 20,000 gold on this freaking bracelet. It's going to be very expensive to try to bid against people. The name of the dungeon is Lightning Call Valley, and this is of course going to be the newest endgame dungeon, hardest one in the game. It's going to succeed Warp Citadel as the top dungeon to do, and giving a new bracelet is very, very important. Bracelets are such high DPS increases for the classes. Now we get to the last month of 2019, which is going to be the December update, and with that we'll of course get the Winter Treasure Trove. Get it every single December. I did it last year. I bought some keys. I believe I did like 50 keys, which isn't crazy amount, but I got some decent stuff from it. Going to be bringing that back, of course, so all the whales will be happy about that. Besides the Trove, I do feel like we'll probably be getting the Third Spec Destroyer and Third Spec Assassin all in one update. And the reason why is because that's kind of the format they do for North America and Europe. In Korea, they release them one at a time, so they had the Blade Master Third Spec come out first, then a month and a half later they had the Kung Fu Master Third Spec come out. But for North America and Europe, we got both of them in one update. So I do strongly believe in Korea. Right now they only have the Third Spec Destroyer out. I feel like in a month or two they'll put out the Third Spec Assassin, and then we'll get both in one update in December at the end of the year. That makes total sense to me, and I feel like that's going to be the plan for them to do for North America and Europe. Also, of course, money-wise, it goes hand in hand with the Winter Trove, because you have two Third Specs coming out. People are going to be spending a ton of money on the game. They want to blow a ton of money on the Winter Trove. Makes total sense, so that's what I believe is going to happen. Besides that, I'm really excited to see what the Third Spec Assassin is going to look like, because we do have all the information on the Third Spec Destroyer. I do feel like it's a really cool class. I like the whole idea of it. I like the Third Spec animations. It looks awesome and badass, so if you're playing the Destroyer, you're probably going to be hyped about it, I would assume. But for the Assassin, I have no idea what they're going to be going with. Maybe they'll go for like an animal theme, like how the Kung Fu Master had a wolf. Maybe they'll get like a snake or some type of like weird animal. I don't know what they plan to do, but I think they could do a bunch of options. And yeah, that's really it for 2019. We have a few pretty solid updates coming, and then we move into 2020. And hopefully, fingers crossed, we get Unreal Engine 4 sometime in early 2020. I would like to see it from the first quarter, so maybe February or March. I really wouldn't want to see it summertime 2020. I feel like that'd be too long of a wait. So hopefully they put it out very soon. They keep saying coming soon, but we'll wait and see. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. It definitely was a lot of fun to make, and I hope you got some new information from this, and maybe you have something you're really excited about to see in 2019 before we end this year off of Blade & Soul. It's been a pretty decent year. There's some things I haven't liked, and we haven't finished the whole year, so who knows what will happen. But yeah, let me know what you guys think about these updates. Let me know what you're most excited about in the comments below. Thank you guys for watching the video. Make sure you hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, support the content, and I'll have more coming out very soon. See you guys next one, and I'm out.